Saw him there on the leaderboard and what he has faced recently, both on and off the golf course.
Yeah, Cara. Chan Kim, he's a bit of a wily veteran in Q-School. He's gotten through these qualifying tournaments all across the globe, in Asia, on the Japan Tour, on the Korn Ferry Tour a few years ago. And that first round 64 was significant, not only because Chan Kim is trying to regain his PGA Tour card after spending the last 2 seasons on the big tour, but it was also an uplifting moment because the last month has been an emotional and difficult past month for Chan Kim, the 35-year-old from Arizona.
I mean, I felt like it was a very emotional second half of the season where I was very lost with my golf game and, really worried about my golf swing instead of just trying to go out and shoot a number and play some good golf. And then Friday at Cabo, my wife called me and said that she needed to do an emergency C-section. Our baby daughter was having some fluid buildup. My wife was also having fluid buildup. And so, I luckily I got to fly out Saturday evening or afternoon to get to the hospital. But at that point, I mean, she had a condition called hydrops, which is fluid buildup. Hers was in her chest and her abdomen area, and doctors at that point were estimating a 30% chance of survival. So that was a very emotional time for us. The first time I saw my daughter, she had chest tubes, on the side of her chest to pump fluid out. And so yeah, it was a very, very emotional time, which kind of helped me golf-wise because I wasn't even focused on golf when I got to play Bermuda and RSM. I was finished around and try and call the wife to see how the daughter's doing and how she's doing. And so helped in the golf aspect, but life was a bit stressful.
So you're fighting for your card. Your daughter, Jenna, is fighting for her life. What's the toughest part of that as a parent, and how satisfying would it be on Sunday to earn your way back to the PGA Tour, not only for you, but for her?
Right. I really contemplated not playing the last 2 events. And just saying, you know what, I'll just try and go to Q-School and try and give myself a chance there. Just because, like I said, we were all emotional. I felt like I needed to be there for the family. And but my wife told me, no, you've got to go, and this is your job. And that she'll, look after our daughter really well. And the nurses, at the hospital she was at is, they're the best NICU team there is in Phoenix. So that kind of put my mind at ease a little bit, and getting updates every day, good news as well, as definitely helped. And so, to be able to get back onto the PGA Tour after this week would be absolutely amazing.
In talking more with Chan off camera, he was happy to share that with Jenna home, the prognosis is getting better every day. She still has a few issues, but hopefully those will be resolved within the next few months. And it's also allowed Chan Kim to get back to his regular schedule. Those last couple events of the fall, he was getting to the tournaments on Wednesday, wasn't seeing the golf course, was playing the tournaments blind. This week, he got in on Sunday, saw both golf courses, including Sawgrass Country Club, where he is today. Now, the last 2 years, that layout has traditionally been significantly tougher than the Dice Valley course here at TPC Sawgrass. But a lot of that was because of inclement weather, high winds, really cold temperatures. And while it is cool, we've had picturesque conditions and only about a fifth of a shot difference between these 2 courses. And one more thing about Sawgrass Country Club. Chan Kim and all the rest of the players in the field, you want to play that course tomorrow in Saturday's 3rd round, because of the 11 players who have earned their PGA Tour cards here the last 2 years at final stage, none of them have played the 3rd round at Dice Valley, as the field will repair tomorrow and the top half will head across the street to the country club.
Yeah, certainly has to be cool with a sweater on down in Florida, a little different stake up here in Connecticut. But it's just a stark reminder, Brentley, isn't it, that life happens for these players outside the ropes as well. And what a good story to root for this week, the fact that he's currently at the top of the leaderboard right now. What other stories are you following then, kind of in the middle stage of this week?
Well, I went back into the clubhouse bar behind me to see if AJ Ewart's tab has been open, because he aced the 5th hole at Dice Valley early this morning, has been in contention. A pretty remarkable story on Sunday if he were to earn a PGA Tour card. He played Division II golf at Barry University, won 14 times, breaking Adam Svensson school record. Svensson, of course, has spent multiple years on the PGA Tour. Ewert won the Nicklaus Award in 2022, and he also won an award called the Golf Stat Cup, which signifies in awards the top player across all divisions. And in the 30-year history of that honor, only one other Division II player has ever won it. So pretty cool thing for A.J. Ewert in contention here. A couple other guys, Luke Gachewski, last name familiar because his dad Scott has won 3 times on the KFT, has played 400 events across all PGA Tour sanctioned tours. And then one more, Mitchell Meisner. People might remember a couple months ago at the Korn Ferry Tour Championship, my emotional interview with him after he came up just a spot short of a PGA Tour card in their season-long race. Mitchell has overcome a lot, a couple wrist surgeries, the putting yips. And if he has a putt to potentially get a PGA Tour card on Sunday, don't be surprised when you see him putting from the opposite side. He might be the first player in PGA Tour history to make a putt to get his card putting lefty when he hits all of his other shots right-handed.